It is a welterweight matchup between CM Punk and Nate Diaz. Well, you hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when it's going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the octagon.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
you think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. All right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mats. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus. The idea that once he gets a hold of you, it only ends with him in top position. It does not matter if he has to get a high crotch. It does not matter if he needs to get a single leg or a double leg. The purpose is to get you to the floor, and he has been trained his entire life to do just that.
Yeah, you put it well. He's got a lot of throws and takedowns and trips in his arsenal, and we'll try to put them to good use in this matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 1 loss and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, CM Punk! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Eve Ludwig.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. It is not a question of if, it's a question of when this fight hits the ground. We've got a grappler, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Most people think we're going to get a grappler's delight.
Yes, we are going to get a grappler's delight, but for the jiu-jitsu player, for the jiu-jitsu fighter, he cannot allow for himself to constantly be on his back, because in the grappling realm, not only do these guys possess great submission skills, but the ground and pound, the advancement in the position is so key to the game. He has to make sure he's not thinking this is a jiu-jitsu match, this is a fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Big knee lands right to the opponent's midsection.
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, back with that offering, DC. He is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Oh, he might be out.
Didn't like that left hand.
doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. 26 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Oh, and there's that double leg takedown.
Exactly what he needed to get a takedown and secure the position.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Full guard now, DC.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off doing anything.
And that will do it. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Nate Diaz!
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.